Hi guys, see, I'm all ready for my nap. Anyways, before we do, Perla here. Sorry, I'm too excited. Welcome to my channel, Imperfectly Perfect. I'm gonna do a little quick video. So I used to work as a nurse. I'm a nurse by trade. Unfortunately, I have not been able to work. It's gonna be about a year now since I've been out of work. So that means that I've depleted my savings. I've depleted my 401k. I've had to go on assistant, like government assistant, and that's gonna be probably a whole nother video because I see a lot of people making funny comments and memes and memes or whatever the hell they're called about people that are on government assistant. I work my butt ass, like my ass off, as a nurse. I remember working overnights and working 15, you know, I at one point I worked like 15 or 16 days straight. To provide for my kids without needing any assistance. But things happened, and unfortunately I'm in a position right now where I have to either get government assistance, sorry, that's my dog behind on the other side, or basically be on the streets and not have any food to feed my kids. So with that being said, anyways, this video is mainly about the misconception people have about child support. It really annoys me to see quotes and this and that. Now, child support is not only paid by the father. I know females that actually pay child support to their ex-husbands, number one. Number two, I'll put it right here. So I'm going to try to explain it the way I explained it to my kids, since, you know, a lot of people out there seem to have their own opinion, you know, saying that, oh, I give her money and she's out there buying, you know, doing her nails and doing her hair and all of this other crap. Besides the point. Two people, I can't draw for shit. On his big head, don't mind me. Decide to get together, whether get married, move in together, whatever it is, and then they decide to have kids. And they can have 1, 2, 3, etc., right? Now, these two people live together in a house with their 4 kids, right? Or 3 kids, whatever. Doesn't matter how many kids you have. Now, these two people are both working or whatever it is, one stays, whatever the situation or arrangement is. Again, I'm sorry for my dog. Now, one person, whether it's the mom or the dad or the mom or the other dad, depending whatever your situation is, decides that they're no longer going to be living in the house, right? So now we have one parent and the kids. This one parent still has to provide everything that these kids were getting. Give me a second. Eric, come on, get inside. He just wanted to come in the room. I was going to send him with the kids, but it's okay. So, now this parent is probably working 2 or 3 times more than what she used to, or he used to provide and try to give the kids the same lifestyle they had before this parent decided to leave. This parent decided she's going to take this parent, or he decides he's going to take her, vice versa, to court to get money, child support. Now, the court system has a formula that they use. But basically, the nitty-gritty of it is child support is to support the kid's lifestyle. Not for new sneakers, clothes, toys, and I'm not really writing, I'm just scribbling. It's not for that. That means that if, there he goes, go. You gonna stay in or stay out? Because mommy gotta finish this video. Go. Junior! Give me a second. Come get Buster! I'm Dominican, we're always yelling. Come get Buster! Go. Go with Doodle. Doodle give you EE. Okay? So now all these memes or funny quotes or all this crap that I be seeing people posting on Facebook. Okay. Now, when a child comes to a mother and tells her, oh, daddy gives you money, daddy gives me money. First of all, most of the people out there on child support are on child support because they have to be taken for child support. So now I don't understand why people assume that once they decide they no longer want to be with the parent of their kids, they're excluded from everything else that includes the kids. Now, depending on everyone's situation is different. Some people have child support and they have added things, okay? You're responsible for 50 of medical bills. You're responsible for 50 of extra curricular activities such as sports or anything like that. Decide what you want, Buster. Come in. He hates the door closed. Georgia! Amelia! Come get Buster. See, I'm going to close the door and he's going to go. Look, he's going right back to the door. Go with Amelia. Go. Go with Amelia. Give him one of his treats. Go. They're right there on top of the counter. Thank you, Mama. Anyways, I apologize for that again. So now, what happens? Okay. My personal experience, anyways. My child support, I get my amount, which was recently increased because I know somebody's going to end up making a comment in regards to this. Anyhow. And it includes, it included a 70-30. Meaning, I was responsible for 70% of their medical bills. And he was responsible for 30. Okay? Now this, since I am no longer working because of my medical condition, has switched to a 50-50. Now, this, he has the kids under his insurance, right? So his deductible, whatever it is, I'm responsible 70% of it. Now, more than 100% of the time, I was paying the deductible 100% of the time. Because, of course, moms or the custodial parent, the main parent, ends up doing the appointments and taking the kids to all the appointments. So we always end up getting screwed over anyways. That's number one. Number two, field trips, mom, or custodial parent, I should say, new uniforms, new shoes, new anything, is always the primary parent that is mainly responsible for it. Now, like I have said in the past, and like I've said to my ex-husband before, if you have a problem with paying the child support, then there's a very easy solution. I will go ahead and take you off of child support, but then that means that you're responsible for everything halfway down the middle of all my bills. Now, one thing that you have to understand, the light bill, the gas or oil, either or, your car insurance, and I know what you're going to say, oh, that's your car, not my car. Who is transporting the kids back and forth? Who's taking the kids to and from their appointments? Who's taking the kids to and from their after-school programs? Okay, like I said, child support is for lifestyle. Because this is really annoying the crap out of me right now. Because I'm trying my best to be a good girl. So then you have the cable, the internet. Again, I don't watch TV like that, like my kids do. And then you have the food. Okay? Now, more than half of people out there receiving child support are not even receiving what they need. Let's put it that way. So now you add all of this. Now, these are things that go based on how this and this, on how you use them. This doesn't. This is usually a fixed rate for like six months to a year, and this is usually a fixed rate for a year. Now, your light and your gas or oil bill is not going to change because you're getting, let's say, $200 of child support versus getting $100. or whatever. This bill is going to fluctuate regarding on the light that you use. So is the gas and so is the oil, depending on the, on the temperature. Now, when these things fluctuate, who has to cover the difference? Because at the end of the day, whatever you're giving for child support doesn't even cover half of the bills that the main parent has to pay to make sure that the kids have everything they need on a day-to-day basis. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you should have thought about before having kids with this person, this and this and that. Okay, first of all, a lot of people that are in this situation were either A, married, 2, in committed relationship, living with a person, and didn't think that they were going to get to this point. A mother or a father, a parent that goes after child support, it is not somebody that's after money or somebody that is a gold digger or anything like that. What that parent is trying to do is to keep the kid's lifestyle as normal as possible so that they don't have to go without, or without as much as they would if they didn't have the child support. Okay? And why do I say this and why do I stress it? Well, first of all, there's a lot of misconceptions out there in the internet. There's a lot of people posting things that, to be honest with you, you just look foolish posting things like this, because if you so much as to, Google or go into like the state website wherever you live, you'll find out all this information right there and then. Now, the formula that the government uses is based, or the state or whatever they decided, is based on each parent's income and their bills as far as like living and stuff like that. So I know that a lot of and this is from personal experience, a lot of the mothers get blamed that the fathers are stuck living either with family members, or they're not able to do this, they're not able to do that, they're not able to. Okay, I get it. But at the end of the day, if as a mother you're working 2 jobs, or you're working doubles, or you're working on your on your weekends, you're getting a second job and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not working right now, but I was still able to pay all my bills and everything with money that I have saved, with money that I had to take out of my 401k to provide for my kids until the adjustment was made for child support. And to be honest with you, it's not even that much. Let's just put it that way. So to see people make comments without knowing exactly what's behind something, or what's behind a situation, or how these things are figured out, is really like, seriously, like, just pick up a book, open up Google, Yahoo, whatever the hell you want to use. But it's really just frustrating, because then what happens is a lot of mothers choose not to go after child support, or a lot of fathers as well, because they do not want to be seen as gold diggers, or they don't want to be seen as, she's only doing it, or he's only doing it because he wants me back. No, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the quality of life that the kids need and deserve, because the kids did not choose to be here. You too, as consensual adults, decided to have kids. Now, I am all for it. You don't want anything to do with them, and we got to go to court, and you give up your rights, and I'll go through hell and back so you don't pay child support, but you're not seeing them. But you're not going to sit there and pretend to be father of the year and then complain about child support. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, there are a lot of people out there that unfortunately don't share their struggles and their battles, because they're afraid of what society is going to say, because half of society out there is bashing on people that get child support, or are on other or choose to be, not choose to be, but end up having to be on some type of government assistance because of either medical situation or whatever it is. And now you also have to take into account, when I was working, and I would still get the child support, right? But parents out there, like the custodial parent or the main parent, whatever you want to call them, when the kids are sick, right? Who's taking time off from work? to take them to the appointments or to stay home with them. Now, in my case, for instance, I have 4. So when one kid gets sick, we're talking about either at least 2 weeks worth of somebody being home for a couple of days without being sick. Because it's not like, oh, your kid is running a fever and they go to school the next day. There's regulations as far as the school, how long a child has to be without a fever, without any medication. If the child vomits or has diarrhea, the child has to be without an episode for a certain amount of hours. Then you calculate into that all the snow days and all of that stuff. Now, that is more income that the custodial parent or the main parent is losing because they are unable to go to work. While the other parent, the one that lives outside the house, all he or she can say is, oh, I give your mom money. Okay. When summer comes and you have to, you have to go to work and you can't afford to pay $1,500 a week per child for a summer program, even with assistance, let's put it this way, because that was the predicament I was in at one point. I remember I took one summer off from work. I saved, and I took I think it was from June to August. During the time my narcolepsy was getting worse, so that kind of everything got incorporated. But I remember I had to bust my ass working to save enough money to take a summer off so that I could be home with my kids and not literally be in debt from paying a summer program for the kids can go to a summer program. Now, in no way, in shape, or form, this was the situation I wanted to be at my age with 4 kids. Everything I work was going good financially. I was finally at a place where I wanted to be financially. Unfortunately, my narcolepsy had other plans, and as with everything, we have to adjust and figure out other ways of making income. Now, that's where I'm at now. I am trying to figure out what else I can do since I can no longer work as a nurse in a safe in a safe manner. Anyways, so that's pretty much about child support and money. So I would really appreciate it that if before we talk and we start making fun of people or start forming our own opinions on what, oh, she got her child support because she wants to go get her nails done. She wants to go take this dude out to dinner. She wants to... Dude, ladies, seriously. And if you ladies are the ones out there gassing these guys up because they're paying child support and you're making it seem like, oh my God, they're the father of the year. Oh God, feel sorry. Feel sorry for you, feel sorry for them, feel sorry for the kids that are involved. Because at the end of the day, nobody should be applauding anybody else for doing something that they are responsible to do. You have kids, you are responsible for them. Financially, physically, emotionally. Yes, when parents separate, there is a parent that has to take on more of the load. And you paying child support does not mean that you are now all of a sudden God, because that's really, I really dislike when I start talking and people say, oh, well, does he pay child support? And I'm like, yeah. And does he take them? Yeah, he takes them 3 weekends a month. Oh my God, you're so lucky. He is such... Excuse me? So my kids go from being with their father 7 days a week to seeing their father for about 48 hours a week. And he is this awesome person because he's doing that. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, it's just so... And I feel like this is one of the reasons why parents... why our society or our generation or whatever are so quick to just not walking out when something is not working, but are so quick as far as being okay with seeing their kids only on certain days. And it's sad because you cannot, how can I put it this way? You don't have to have a relationship with the other person, and that's fine. There has to be no love there. There has to be nothing. But every decision that you make affects your children. And when you flip-flop back and forth, whether you're going to come see them to the house or you're not, or you're going to do this or you're going to do that, and you keep on these vicious cycles of different things, the only ones that really get affected are the kids. And it's sad when a parent thinks that they're doing enough, and when other people around them are applauding them and telling them that they're doing more than other people are doing. Now, like I have always said, do not compare yourself to anybody. Do the best that you can do, and compare yourself to the person that you were yesterday. So if you are okay with only seeing your kids once a week or twice a week or whatever, then that's on you, and that's perfectly fine. But do not sit there and bash the one parent that the kids are with 95% of the time, the one parent that is making sure that everything is being held down in the house, just because the court has ordered you to give the other parent a certain amount of money a month or a week or however, to help support children that you, in essence, created with them. And that is about it for this video. I guess let the negative comments come on by. Really don't care. It was just something that I felt like I had to share, because especially during this time where income taxes and stuff are coming along, people tend to always hit hard, and it's usually, most of the comments are usually about females that receive child support from their exes. Like I said, thank you for watching. Now it is time to take a nap. Bye-bye. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, you know, yeah, I'm going to talk about my narcolepsy a lot, but there's a lot of other things that I like to talk about.